opinion show.
Definitely opinionated.
This is Over a Drink. I am I Rise.
And I am B Manley. How y'all doing?
Always holding it down for Mike, live from the 215.
That's for sure.
And this is Over a Drink.
What's up, I Rise? We getting our shit together right now, real quick.
It's been the first weekend of November.
That's crazy. Time flying like, yo, the year is almost
like, remember
over.
when March seemed like
the year
it was almost 70 days long?
Yo, can y'all believe this shit though? Like, really? Like,
it is the 11th month of the year.
Damn. And they talking about Christmas as if Thanksgiving ain't the next holiday. Like, I'm trying to figure this out. Why we talking about Christmas like this?
I don't talk about none of that shit.
You should.
You know what I did? I logged into... So at my job, I switched from being part-time to full-time. You know what I did?
What'd you do?
I logged into my calendar so I could check my work schedule because now I got to work 5 days a week, guaranteed 40 hours. And I went to that week of Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving is on a Thursday. I'm now scheduled on Thursday. So I'm like, all right. I was already scheduled on Wednesday and I already know that's a double time pay. So I clicked on time card because I wanted to see. 52 hours and some of that is overtime. Yeah, full time me. I don't give a fuck about none of them holidays. I never have. Every time it was a holiday, you can ask anybody in my family. I was at work.
Gotta get the paper.
I was at work. To me, a holiday is time and a half or double time. It's always been something like that. Or it's been a fun, exciting trip somewhere. So I've done that. And I remember one time, I think we were going to Amsterdam. It might have been one of the first times I went to Amsterdam. One of the first times. You can only do it once. It may have been one of the, when we used to go often. So it may have been like early in my trips to Amsterdam, like maybe it was like second time or something like that I went, and it was Thanksgiving. And I remember I got on the plane with an entire sweet potato pie that my Aunt Shirley made.
Oh, shit.
I got on the plane with an entire Thanksgiving platter. And motherfuckers was like, yo, somebody got the coach cabin popping. Me, niggas.
You got on there with a whole pie?
A whole pie and a whole Thanksgiving dinner platter. And one for Jazzy Jeff, who was up in first class. So even though he was going to get a first class meal, he wasn't going to get a black person's home cooked Thanksgiving meal. Dang. We had that plane popping.
Yes, y'all did. Shout out to Miss Shirley and that sweet potato pie.
Yes. So
damn, that's a dope story right there. That's crazy.
That's all.
Thanksgiving.
You know what I've been
Thanksgiving memory right there.
And oddly enough, since I've had kids, you know what I've done on holidays?
What?
My Aunt Gina usually cook or something like that, or whoever cooks. Sometimes it's at my Aunt Anna's house. I'll go. My whole family is there. My kids is already with my mom. I'll go. I smile, I hug, I make a plate, I get in my car, and I drive to Atlantic City where I have my comp room for 2 days. That's usually what I do on holidays. By my motherfucking self.
You almost
I used to when the kids were smaller, take the kids, but now it's just like...
You're almost like a politician during the holidays, I guess. Like you come, shake hands, kiss babies, and then you out. You get a plate and you going like...
To the point that they be like, where she got... They be texting, you left already? Nigga, you know I left already before anybody could ask me a ride home, before anybody could start talking about, remember that time? Remember that? Yeah, before anybody can start asking for my weed, yeah, I'm out.
Said I'm gone. 2 words, I'm gone.
But, outside of that, like holidays is for family for me. I appreciate that, but I'm definitely trying to make that extra change.
Nice time to be with family. Since this is over a drink, what we gonna be talking about over what kind of drink?
Blanco Exotico, only because the bottle, I love these bottles with the skulls. And I think because the sale price probably gravitated towards me because, I told you I'm on medication. I ain't supposed to be drinking anyway, so.
I heard that.
As I pour a whole bunch, like, I ain't gonna pour that much.
Yeah, let me
you know how I get when the tequila in the building.
Like you kind of happy today.
What up, Mont Harper, my sister checking in, my girlfriend Cheryl. I seen a couple other people pop in.
Jesus, that's my.
I think Chef and Nelly told me they was gonna come by.
Mont Harper, he a legend.
He a legend.
Girl, talk down in my hood.
I'm gonna agree because I didn't, although I grew up with y'all, I didn't grow up with y'all. I didn't go to school with y'all. So I would hear about people and never meet them. Or when I started having house parties, that's when I started meeting people that lived on the other side of Fairmount, as I call it. Because the furthest I ever went was to the store over there, and I sat on my steps. I went to Nooney's, and I sat on my step.
And Broggs, what was the pharmacy? You remember that joint?
Yeah, I remember the pharmacy. Yo, George used to work at the the Rite Aid down my way, so I have his number in my phone. George the pharmacist.
Like, yeah, that was the times back then. Yeah, but that's my old head. Listen, I'm gonna give you a real quick story. I was a young boy, and my mom wouldn't let me go nowhere really. But my mom went to school with my sisters and shit like that, so she knew who my was, and they was going downtown to the gallery. So I asked my mom, like,
you definitely was young if you wasn't allowed to go to the gallery. I remember we used to do that all the time.
See, I'm probably like 11,
right.
Maybe like 12 or something like that, and they going maybe like they was a little old, like 15 or some shit like that, and they wanted me to go with them. I had to get them to ask my mom. I did the old school joint. I was like, yo, you ask my mom for me. He went and asked her. She was like, yeah. I think he remember that story. I know you remember that. I know you remember that time, dog. Yeah, that's my guy right there, man. That was a quick little story. Trip down memory lane.
I remember all of us being that age where we had to be reliant on somebody else to, like for me, the kids in the neighborhood, it was like they could go if I was going because I went to private school and I talked like this and I didn't go to school with anybody in the neighborhood.
That's crazy.
So nobody knew me. So they were like, as long as you're with her, I feel like everything will be okay. So I was like the scapegoat for a lot of people.
That's what you did when you was going to school. When you left from your block and you went to school, that's how you talked? Wow. That was different because you didn't talk like that at home.
You met me when I was like in 8th grade. I definitely talked like that. You didn't start hanging around me until high school. When I went to high school, I went to E&S.
No, listen, you didn't talk like that. Like
you didn't promise talk that
bad though. Like you just that was hard right there.
I mean, it sounds different now because I'm older and I can't really. It's not exactly the same.
It was definitely pretty proper. But you wasn't like you didn't.
Yeah, I had what I totally had like Valley Girl in me. Like what I totally did. Like I definitely said like a lot. I had a lot of Jewish friends, so I thought I was rich.
I believe so. I can attest to that.
All my friends were bar and bat mitzvah, and I went and I said the prayers. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam.
You are
what? I asked my mom and dad, could I have a bat mitzvah? They was like, that don't mean you get all that money.
Because they do give out a lot of bread.
Yeah, one of my girlfriends was crying at her bat mitzvah because I forgot what they found out she had been drinking or something.
Yeah.
And so her uncle was like, now you don't get the $20,000. Now, mind you, that was just the one uncle.
They get 20 grand? This is crazy.
I went to school. I went to Friends Select. I don't know if you're familiar with the Quaker education and the Friends. Yeah, so my friend Brett Leonard, his father, his name was Barry Leonard. He was a hairstylist, a cosmetologist. He invented the crimping technique. He had a shop on 15th and Chestnut, Barry Leonard Crimper. He had a shop in South Florida. Yes. So several of my friends or people I know and classmates actually work on NBC News now. They're like journalists, like Ted Greenberg. I remember he was a grade ahead of me. Like,
damn, I know that name. I remember.
He's on NBC. She made it. We didn't even take our drink yet. I said she was coming.
See, you right on time. What's happening? We gonna slide to the right. Hey, listen, we got Chef Andy's in the joint. Let's go.
Hey y'all.
What up? What up?
I said I thought y'all was killing.
Yeah.
This you right here? This you right here?
Yeah, that's me right there.
All right. That's me here.
I need a little cut.
Listen, right?
That was, childhood holidays. How did we get on that?
Well, I don't know, but we went down a rabbit hole, but we coming up out of that joint. Don't worry about it. Just memory lane real quick. We just traveled down memory lane.
Okay. What y'all was talking about?
Just the holidays. Holidays, and I was talking about how, like, at my job, I switch hours. So for me, holidays was like how much money I'm making. I logged into the time card to see how many hours I was clocking. I ain't give a fuck about family. Like
none of that. You want that? You want that bag?
My plan was to go to Florida with my dad and see my uncle. I was like, I'm switching positions. I don't know if I can go. He was like, I really want you to go, but you got to do what's best for you. And I text him back the emoji of the money bag.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what's best for you, right?
Right. But then I put my Friday after Thanksgiving shift on the board and somebody took it. So when I look at the time card, I still get 8 hours, which just means I'm losing 8 hours of working, but I'm actually still getting paid. So yeah, I was like, I told my dad,
it's a win.
I'm going to Florida with you.
It's a no-brainer.
It's a win.
As long as I'm back by Saturday, 1 o'clock.
Listen, I got a question for y'all. What was y'all doing yesterday about 4 o'clock? About 4:30, 5
Same
o'clock,
thing everybody else.
6,
Remember what I told you.
6:30.
No matter what your sport is, no matter what your team is, especially on a Sunday in Philadelphia, the answer to any fucking question is what? Go Birds.
Go Birds. I was at the tailgate.
You was at the
Goddamn
tailgate?
right.
I was broke
Goddamn
back.
right.
You know, I was not at no tailgate.
I was definitely down there myself.
Yeah.
It was
I
hard.
called him,
down
I'm
there.
in pain. Come sit with me. He was like, yeah, I'm already at the tailgate.
Yeah,
She
sorry.
told my son, what you doing? I said, no, she texted me like, yo, I know you want to come over, bring some roll out, da. I said, I sure would love to do that.
Would love to.
But I'm down here with
With
the
the
people.
shenanigans.
I'm watching the game at the stadium.
I'm amongst the people.
So now I'm like, damn, I kind of wanted to go, but when I
shit
tell
was
you
a
my
turn.
back was in pain, I was
Hey,
like, yeah,
it was a
no.
turn.
Shout out to the Birds, dog. Shout out to the Birds for that fucking win yesterday.
Bird gang,
Jalen
baby.
Hurts. Shout out to Jalen Hurts.
Bird gang, baby.
Hey, listen.
Oh yeah, and then we came back here.
Fuck the Dallas
came back here.
Cowboys delusional fans.
Shout out to the Brave fans that like to
Ain't
get in
Fortnite.
all they fucking silver and blue and come through PHL like they not gonna get called out by staff,
Hey, I want to give
other travelers,
yeah,
little
yeah.
babies.
Listen,
it was
I'm gonna give
horrible.
a special
I
shout
seen the
out.
2-year-old. This dude he was disgusted. Motherfucker took the pacifier out of his mouth and looked at the nigga like that star. Like, hey, go boys. Nigga said, "Go boys." I was like,
Not
yes.
go boys.
He was disgusted.
I know what it is.
Philly
It's Philly.
fans
Yeah,
are the
we're passionate.
It's
fucking
Philly.
greatest.
Yes,
It's
we
Philly.
are.
I don't know what
We
y'all
are.
expect from us. Shout
We
out to
are.
that Dallas fan that was on the train when we fucking left. And he was the only Dallas fan on that train. Homie, he was brave.
Brave.
It was
He definitely
nothing
was
but a
brave.
sea of green.
In 2023
Yeah.
Philadelphia, in 2023
that man
Philadelphia,
was
he's
hurt.
definitely brave.
He was hurt. But this is what I told him, though. Bro, he was,
Yeah, he
listen.
got stomped for sure, but he might have
Yeah.
lived. In 2023 Philadelphia, ain't no telling.
Nah, I wasn't gonna let homeboy do that, man. He look like a father. So I can't let
somebody
that
did.
He
happen.
looked like a father.
He
He got children, a family to go home
come
to.
on, man. But I did tell him this though. He's a bad influence on his son. He's a terrible parent because he had on that Dallas Cowboy shit. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so we
I
gotta
told him
toast
that
to
wasn't
that.
even,
We
yeah,
gotta toast
real
to
talk. I told him that. That's no
I told
lie
him
even,
that.
man. Y'all know I don't
Terrible
bullshit.
parent.
He's a terrible parent. What the fuck you got that shit on for? You gotta go home.
So it's a
Looking horrible. Disgraceful.
It's a good time in Philadelphia winter sports right now. I know Eagles
Sure
are
did.
8-1, Sixers are 4-1. Sixers do play tonight. Did we ever look to see what they play?
I forgot. But we're
Yeah.
gonna take this shot
Salute
first.
everybody.
Salute to everyone. Health
Yeah.
and wealth.
Good to see
And
the
go
family.
Birds.
Go Birds.
And go Birds. Oh God. Go Birds.
Jesus Christ. What we talking about?
I mean, listen, rep
In
your
there.
team, rep your city.
No, this is Go Birds right now.
But
This
definitely, let me
city
tell
is
you,
Philadelphia.
if there's a contest between Philadelphia and Pittsburgh is the mid fucking West. We are an East Coast city. Y'all never win.
Travel the best.
What are we doing right now?
Listen.
How
What's
you
happening?
figure?
Best.
Well, you know,
What's happening?
there's Eagle fans everywhere.
We make other people's stadium look like it's our shit.
No one do it better than the Birds.
Nobody
man.
do it better.
Nobody.
It's a well
Even
documented.
if I was a fan of another team, I would have to admit
It's a
that the
well
Eagles fans are
documented
just.
history.
We travel like we live there.
Let me tell you, real shit. That Dallas Star is probably in every city in America. It's
Yeah.
a lot of birds. It's fucking whole cities in other countries that
We
have
travel like we
bars
live there.
that are like. I ain't never seen a fucking Pittsburgh Steelers bar in another
Shout
city
out to
or
Arizona.
country, but I
They got
definitely
an
seen an
Eagles
Eagles bar
in
in
Arizona. Sedona,
There's an
Arizona.
Eagles bar in Amsterdam. Listen.
It's Sedona, Arizona.
That's always been
They
like
got
a
an
dream
Eagles
of mine to
bar.
move
Shout
to
out
another
my man
city.
at the Eagles bar in Sedona.
I always wanted to move to another city and open up a restaurant with all Philly food,
That
like
would
because I
sound
know it's gonna
crazy.
pop because people love our food.
Man, people come here.
They
for the
come
food,
from
for
all
sure.
over the world, so why not go somewhere where there
Definitely
is
if-
no cheesesteaks and no, you know what I mean, the shit that we got, and
I
then
mean, you passionate about it,
you
they
gonna-
gonna come. If you super passionate
Right.
about what you
Telling
do,
you.
Or where they have
most
like
people
steak
gonna
and
definitely
cheese
support
and
that
they
shit
yeah,
too.
think they
like what, and a
improved
steak and
on.
cheese. My girlfriend came from Connecticut and did that, and everybody stopped chopping on the grill. Everybody was like,
Yes,
like
that
what
should
the
be
fuck
like
did you
record
just
skip.
say?
That's
And
like
I
going into the
prepped
hoagie
her
shop asking for a sub. They
for
gonna
a
say,
sub,
what?
and I prepped her before we went in there. She still turned around and did that shit, and she got the reaction that I told her she was gonna get. Don't say steak and cheese, please. Don't.
I ran into these gentlemen the other day in the supermarket, and they were
Steak and cheese.
I forget where they were from. They were from somewhere
that?
with southern accents. So one black guy, two white guys. That's why they were noticeable. And they were having a conversation about Scrapple, and they were trying to decide
It's delicious.
which Scrapple. They asked me, and I said honestly, I don't know. They were like, well, is it like Spam? And I was like, I know it's like Spam to the extent that it's a bunch of the scraps
just
of the
the
meat
scraps of the
put
yeah.
together into a
But the
brick.
texture wise, no.
I was like, and it doesn't taste like Spam to my knowledge, but that's the extent of it. I said, if it were me, if I were getting it, I would get turkey or beef. I don't even eat pork. And I was like, y'all from down south. Scrapple not a down south thing. And he put me hip to some shit. He said, no, it's a Jersey thing.
Absolutely.
I never knew that.
You
I
not know
don't
the history of
I
Scrapple?
don't eat Scrapple.
Oh, it's
The
definitely a
fucking
Jersey
name
thing.
is Scrap. I don't want it, my nigga. I'm good.
Okay.
I love it.
Even ever
I only
since
like
was
it
little, that
sliced
shit just
thin.
don't sound right to me.
Delicious.
I'm
And
right.
fried
I take nothing from
awesome.
it. I told him all I know about Scrapple is it needs to be fried well. Like once you fry it well on
Yeah.
both sides with some egg, I guess. I don't eat. I've never had it to my knowledge.
Yeah, it's
My
awesome
mom,
though.
who was
But
late
you can,
joining, she would probably be able to know
It's
more
good.
than I
but no,
have.
what you can do, like you can upgrade that John now. No, you can take whatever you have as scraps through my culinary experiences. You can take the scraps that you have in your house or whatever, the scraps of meat that you got, and do it. So the stuff that you discard, there's nothing. Like you,
Right, it's just
You don't
it's
eat the
still
knuckle
meat.
bread
Yeah, you know
either,
what I'm
do
saying?
you?
Scraps that I discard are in the trash, sir. If I'm making anything out of the scraps, sir, they are in the trash receptacle.
They have
I
been
don't understand.
discarded,
They've been
right?
scrapped.
They have been.
Scrapple sounds like
Sure.
you went and got
Hey,
it
chef.
out the
Okay.
thing.
Chef.
Scrapple sounds like you went and got it out the trash bowl.
It sounds like that, but it isn't.
No.
That.
Nigga, I used to
I
eat
believe-
Scrapple. I know what Scrapple is, and it technically is.
It technically
they
is,
just catch
but-
it before it go in the trash can.
Well, no, there became a time when they started processing it where they caught it before they went in the trash. But prior to that, when they was just giving it
Oh
to
yeah,
us,
yeah, no, it was
to
a
us
trash
Negroes,
bucket. It was a trash
That's still
bucket.
all
really the
before it
slop
got
bucket.
trash, though.
Yeah, no,
It was
no,
the
no.
slop
To them,
bucket.
it was the Brody.
Definitely.
Oh,
it might have
hence
just
the
been
name.
was
all
the
food,
stretch. It
but
was the
yeah.
stretch.
Yeah, hence the name. It was the shit that they wouldn't even get the dogs and
True
shit, Brody.
indeed.
It was going
I understand what you're
scratch.
saying.
now
That's not-
amazing as it is. Yeah, it's amazing.
But isn't that all
But
that hot
hell
dogs are?
no.
Yeah,
That's all a hot dog
It's all
is.
perception.
Yeah,
It's all
motherfuckers eat sausage
perception.
and hot dogs. They love
Yeah,
decent
but the
sausage.
texture-
But it's
the
all
texture of a
scraps.
sausage and a hot dog is different though. That shit's mushy.
I understand, but now we going into preference now. Like I'm just talking
right.
about it is what it is, though.
It's
It's still
definitely
That's all.
scraps.
It's still
You
scraps.
still eat
All
scraps.
Of it's still scraps. Like,
You still eat
my
scraps.
favorite Deets and Watson is scrap.
It's not called Scrapple.
Okay.
Oh,
Hey,
so
man,
hot dogs were called
Scrap
fuck.
dogs.
scrap dogs?
I don't care what you're trying to say to make it sound
Scrap
however you
dog.
want. It's for a fact.
I would start calling them scrap dogs.
And you can upgrade a hot dog though. Like you can take like real meat and do it a certain way, boil it, bake it however you want, process it in the food processor, add what you want,
Yeah, what you
put
want
it into
to
a
it.
casing to
So
make
it doesn't
your own hot
necessarily
dog.
have to be the
therefore,
scraps.
same thing with Scrapple. You can upgrade
No,
the
it's not
Scrapple.
the same
The
thing with
process.
Scrapple.
No, he's saying if
Listen,
you do
though,
it at home.
Can
you
the
make it
process
yourself.
of
Do it,
the,
right.
listen, the
Yeah.
process of the Scrapple is that you add cornmeal to the meat. You only using but so much meat, but then you add cornmeal
So it's a
to
lot
it
of filling.
to stretch it. That's what it is.
It's a lot of filling.
That's what it is.
I
That's
don't
what
even
Scrapple
like my
boils down
crabs.
to.
Like stuffing.
And a few more other ingredients, seasonings
some
and things
other
like that
ingredients.
to make it taste good. You can check that one out, man. Come on, I got that one, man. I seen Bobby Flay make a mean Scrapple before. Shouts out to Bobby Flay.
Ooh, shout out to Bobby Flay. We was
And
just
it
watching
wasn't
him
and
on
it wasn't
TV.
from scraps though. That's why I know like you can actually take
You can
the
upgrade.
chicken leg, you can put this and you can just put it all together. Some chicken skin and like put it all together if you want to. It don't have to necessarily be
Sound good.
scraps, so to speak. You dig? That's just me
Teach his
thinking as a
own,
chef.
right.
That's all, you know, like
and all
thinking
of
as
that,
a
and I
a
still
good
wouldn't
cook.
eat it. I don't like the texture of it. That shit is nasty.
I don't like it thick, like
People be
cut
getting them
thick.
big,
I
giant
like it
blocks of steak.
small,
I know it's
and I
pudding on
like
the
it
inside. It's
sliced
pudding on the
thin,
inside.
My thing
and I
is,
like
it
it
just
fried.
What kind of
looks
egg you
good.
like on that John? What kind of egg you like with it?
It just
don't
depends
like a yolky
because
egg.
I like syrup on my Scrapple, so it just
Okay,
depends.
that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Y'all do know I'm going to buy
the
some
meat
Scrapple
look great in
tomorrow.
the pack.
I am going to
even
buy
look
some
at that
turkey
shit.
Scrapple
You hear me?
tomorrow. Shouts out to the motherfuckers who make Scrapple.
Yep, shout out to them because I love it.
So
Yes.
you know what else you're gonna do tomorrow, unless you've done it already.
We are
I already did it.
I'm voting
I
tomorrow.
already
What
voted.
y'all going to do?
I dropped my shit off
Yes,
yesterday right in
election
front of the
day is
prison. Election
definitely
day is
tomorrow.
definitely tomorrow. I always know it's election day because the kids don't have school. And
True indeed.
the kids don't have school.
My daughter come right in. No school tomorrow. I said, what the hell? You
Oh,
gotta
damn
vote.
it.
So I will say, I was asked about like, what do you think about the candidates? And I was like, this is the first election in a long time in the city of Philadelphia that we didn't really see much about the candidates. You either know them or you
was
don't.
slain. Yeah, no dirt
There
was
was
slain.
Appreciate it.
there was no real
that shit is
debate.
annoying.
There was no like it's like you either know them or you don't. So with that being said, I'm like, yo, some shit has got to change in this city.
And these two people been around
And I'm a
for
fan
while,
of
too.
both people.
Yeah, they
and I
both
was
been
just
around
like,
for a
I'm
while.
voting for whoever I think is really going to promote the change, who is not more of the same, who's not from the same hierarchy of current and previous.
Because they need to see you. So I think they need to see you a little bit.
Bam.
Talking
Yeah,
about
that's what I
Yeah.
need people to see you
I'm
something.
just saying,
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
I
That's
want
what I'm saying,
I just
son.
want everybody to vote because your voice does matter.
To see you a little bit.
We do have the People's Party. We have two candidates that are running for
We do.
city council at large, and I was like, people always talk about they want to see some change. They want to see some change, and tomorrow's a good way to do it. I mean, I don't know if people were aware, like I said, because of the lack of promotion I feel like
Yeah,
surrounding this
yeah.
election. Outside of the 1,000 text messages I get every day from
these
different people and different organizations and agencies, making sure I'm going to cast my vote tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, motherfuckers, I did it already. I did it. I dropped it off. I'm waiting on my email confirmation that they got it.
It's not only the mayoral joint though. You know, like 9 people from city council. You guys,
Mayor,
y'all better start voting for
city
city council too.
City
Real
council,
talk, 'cause,
judges.
yeah, judges.
If you're familiar with any
Yeah.
judges, if you got family that's always
Y'all
caught
get
up in
out
the legal
there.
system,
Hey
and you
man,
know
people
how
be
these
bitching
judges
about
operate.
changes and all this and everything. It start from the ground up though. Real talk. Like everybody, your vote don't count. This that. Hey,
Yeah.
man, ground level that shit count in the city. And you might not think the presidential thing and all that, but now you
all
gotta do
that
this
shit
city
matters,
shit.
but especially on
Yeah,
your local
on your local
municipality,
level,
that's
you
where
better
shit
get
matters
in
to
on
you
it.
the most.
Yeah, so get out there and vote. I'm gonna be out there voting. Y'all know where I'm at.
I will
Y'all
see-
know me.
I
Y'all know
did
where
see
I'm
something
going
where it
to.
said like Philly hadn't had a Republican mayor in like, I don't know, it was like 76
Yeah,
years.
we Democratic over here.
Some
We
eyeball
straight
shit, but-
hood over this joint. Y'all know bad things happen in Philly.
I just need everybody to like really be conscious of your decisions. Don't
Real
just
talk.
be going in there and flicking the all one
Because
button.
yeah,
Oh, no, that's what I do.
I used to do that, but
I used to
Don't
do
be
it too.
judging people.
I'm not judging.
I used to do
I'm
it too
a-
because
This is my
honestly, I
opinion.
wasn't that
I'm a
educated on who I was
Democrat
voting
voter.
for.
You a
So
one
I vote
flicker?
all the Democrat shit.
My
Yeah, I
man,
go all the way
my
down
man.
Democrat.
My man, I did that for years,
That.
man.
That's my,
that's
and I'm being
that's a
dead
winning
honest. That's
vote.
my voting process
That's a
when I
winning
do
vote.
go
When you
vote.
do go vote,
That's
right?
The
definitely a
last
winning
joint
vote.
I ain't give a fuck about, and
We
it wasn't
talked about
because I
that.
don't care about the issues that I didn't like either candidate. So nobody got.
See, and that's the hard part.
That's
like
it.
you almost forced to vote for the lesser of the two evils,
Yeah,
and
I
it's
decided
like
not to
you
do
don't
that last
You know how
like
they have the
decided
right
either
hand?
one.
I'm always
So how do you
tempted
tell
to-
people to vote for
always
people they
tempted to write
don't
some shit in.
Because
like?
the independents
Barney,
suck ass.
fuck it.
That's why.
Like, I'm always ready, but not even. I'm ready to put shit in me, nigga. I make better decisions than y'all.
Would
Like,
you get locked up
Right.
for that shit if you just was like me, nigga, on your joint, like me, nigga, on your joint? If they just came by a ballot, right, with all your information on it, and all they said on it was me, nigga, like with 3 exclamation points, would they come and get you?
I'm with that.
I don't
Somebody
know,
try it.
but that's
Let's
who
go.
I'm voting for. Me, nigga.
I like that joint. That's a good one. Put that on a
Put
shirt.
that on the fucking shirt.
That's the campaign
You got your
slogan.
vote, and on the
Every
back it say
time.
me, nigga.
That's the campaign slogan. Come on, Mr. Ho, if you
That's
need us, we
definitely
here.
my
Look,
campaign
and then
slogan.
your campaign
Who
slogan
should you
is
vote
because
for?
I
Me,
am all
nigga.
of you. Look, because I am all of you.
That's all I'm saying.
Nigga.
Fuck you talking about. Look, and then you had an MP. But on
He gonna
the flip
co-sign
side,
it.
that
Nigga.
shit,
That's
talking
like
about
I
me
need.
is weed,
All right,
nigga.
ooh,
Yeah, like
ooh,
I just need.
Okay,
shit.
are you running?
Yeah,
Because that's
I
your
run.
slogan. You got a good little campaign slogan right there.
That's it. That's what I'm
Who we
talking
vote for? Me, nigga. Why? Because it's weed, nigga.
It's campaign slogan. You
Vote
turn
for
the
Chef,
M down
y'all.
to the E.
See,
Yeah,
now, had
what
I-
I said, turn it down, turn it down.
Had I waited till today to drop my ballot off, I might have where it says escrito. I might have wrote you in.
I'd have went
Sweet,
right
though.
down and they'd have called me like, I'd have been like, yeah. They'd have been like, is this Chef? I'd have been like, yeah. How you get this number?
Because I put it on the ballot.
as a
Put your
candidate.
name on the shit. You got to come down there and register. I'll be right down there. Y'all gotta be chiseled.
Get down there and be like, yeah,
It's-
it's me, nigga. Who
Y'all
you?
mad
It's
because
me,
it's
nigga.
me,
Nigga.
And that's more exposure than I've seen in this entire election season.
That's sure indeed. That's true.
That's more candidate exposure.
But I ain't nobody else that campaigning shit.
I seen one commercial from Ho last week. That was it.
Y'all keep
One.
calling this man hoe.
Oh.
Y'all just gonna keep calling this man hoe.
Yeah,
He
I'm
did it
sorry.
too.
Oh.
He did it too.
I
He did it too.
sometimes. Only on Monday.
Only
Only on Monday. Yeah, only on Monday, man. Yeah.
So
yeah,
at my sister's church yesterday,
Little
Sherelle
Theo
Parker
Huxtable.
apparently made an appearance. And my sister said a lot of the older people were sitting there talking about, so what's she doing here? We voting for the Chinese man. I said, what
They was
Chinese
saying
man?
it out loud.
Because to my knowledge, he's Korean.
You know, black people, everybody's Chinese.
Fuck you.
With black people, we don't care nothing about You're all Chinese
If you
to
don't
black
know
people.
Asian people to black people, y'all
Hey,
You're
the
all
thoughts and
Chinese
opinions of
and
us
all
are
Spanish people
not
is Mexicans.
reflected
Outside
on
of the fact that
GLOCAWEAR.
Indians are Asian, so you can't say they're all Chinese
These are
because you'll
our
never
own
call
thoughts and
an Asian
opinions.
person Chinese. You'll just call them Indian.
Indian.
Not even
Old people
Asian.
call
No,
them
you don't even
Chinese.
call them
No,
Asian,
old
you
people
call them
them
Indian.
Chinese. Oh, who the dots?
Yeah.
Oh.
This nigga
Hey!
That's what the old people call them. That ain't what the old
They
people
do
call
call
them.
them the red
They
dots
don't call them the
my man.
dieheads. That's not what they call them.
Or child head.
What Jay say? Red dot or feather? Dot or
I
feather.
didn't do the offensive one. Yeah, I didn't do the offensive one. That shit we may not say except Nelly said it. That's the one they don't like.
Christ. They call my man Ho a fucking
Oh
Chinese man.
God! So yeah, I would like everybody to
Just vote tomorrow.
vote
man.
tomorrow,
Listen,
like with the clear
Vote for
conscience.
somebody.
Vote
That's all.
with the understanding
That's
that
all.
shit need to change. Like a fucking 65-year-old food delivery driver got carjacked yesterday.
Why
Which-
is a 65-year-old man delivering fucking food?
Because
fucking
this
economy
nigga is
fucked up. That's the
retired.
point of that.
And he's
story.
probably a
Don't
veteran.
even look at that
He
from
probably a
that
veteran too.
perspective.
Still gotta
That's
work.
crazy, yo.
It's not the fact that he got
Oh,
robbed.
man.
It's the fact that his old ass still got.
Oh
The
man.
system is fucked
Oh
up.
man.
I
It's
agree.
y'all,
That's
the
crazy.
government. It's y'all.
I
That
didn't
man
even think of
should
it
not
from
be
that
having to go to
perspective.
nobody's job
That's who-
and no motherfucker
Oh, my mom is
65.
here.
Why the fuck he not home doing 65 shit?
Yo.
Because maybe he's a prideful and
You know how
proud man
slow
and he
that
wants
man
to
was
keep
there?
working.
He's a fucking idiot. If that's the case, he better change that and say it was the government and say he was fucked up. Because if that's the case, sir, you got what you
He the
deserve.
one that gets you censored.
Well,
You
he-
said that and
He
sit
went-
off
if
the air.
that's
He
what-
is,
if that's what
he
happens,
is
sir,
going
shame on you.
in.
You know how slow
Well, he was
a 65
carjacked for his red,
how
brand new
slow
red
a
Jeep.
65-year-old man get out of a fucking car?
Hey, he might have been youthful.
He might have been a youthful
No,
He might have
65.
been youthful. 65.
Nah.
Yeah, it is.
That's still 55. A youthful 65 is still 55.
It's still 55.
It's too old to be fucking driving a delivery anything, sir.
I agree.
Blame it on the
That-
government
he
or
shouldn't
sir,
have
you're a
been-
fucking idiot. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about.
But-
Do you know?
But that don't make it right to fucking
know
rob him
how
and
people-
carjack
He don't
him.
deserve to get robbed.
Hey,
So it don't make it right. I understand. It should still
hey.
don't make it right to
You know what I don't
carjack
like?
him,
You know
though.
what
Mr.
I don't like?
Controversy.
Hey,
You know what I
Mr.
don't
like?
Controversy
You know
right
what
here.
I don't
What
like?
you don't like?
Just when people say just because something's supposed to be away and then it ain't. Oh, no, fuck that.
No, that's not right.
What if the person who robbed them really needed the money?
Go rob your mama.
No more than
Go rob your uncle.
Uncle or mama?
Go rob your daddy.
Dumbass 65-year-old that's not
No.
delivering
Go
no
rob
fucking-
your people.
He wasn't robbed for money. He
sweet
was
joint. It's a sweet
carjacked.
joint.
Oh, he was
He didn't have to
carjacked.
be shot to be carjacked.
Yeah.
Oh, he was
took
shot.
his car.
And all they did was take his car. They came up behind him and shot him. And took his
After
car.
he
That's
made
some
his little
crackhead shit.
delivery.
After he made the
Wait, I
delivery.
am not condoning
That's
the
some-
act, but what I also am is a real motherfucker.
And saying that the system is so fucked up that a nigga 65 is still
Why is he
in a
out
position where he
working?
needs to
Maybe
be
it's a
out
hobby.
delivering.
It might be
Bro,
a
it's
hobby.
It's not
of
a
delivery.
hobby.
It's not if
You
it's
65, you either trying to get away
Brody.
from the bitch in the house that's bitching.
or
maybe
maybe
that-
or you
so that
killing
becomes
yourself
a
in the
hobby.
crib.
Or your
Dying.
retirement wasn't shit.
And that shit ran out.
My mom said it. She said
No.
people do what
Some
they gotta
people-
He
do.
might be bored. He might
Some
be
old people
retired.
don't know how to sit still.
Them niggas get security jobs and some shit. You're not driving no delivery. You're not
Nigga might
dangerous.
like to drive.
Nigga, they robbing
That's no different than
18-year-old
somebody
delivery
driving
jobs.
Uber
They-
at
But
65.
listen,
It's
he may
Uber
have
drivers
been
out
a
here at
delivery driver for the
65.
past
And I don't
5,
Hand me that
8,
lemon
9
juice.
years.
And I don't dig that.
He may have been a 55-year-old delivery driver that is now a 65-year-old delivery driver.
Which is crazy.
So I mean, that's his fucking
He might
profession.
enjoy it.
That's his profession then.
I enjoy driving people.
Everybody don't aspire.
So
After
if I
5
sell
years,
drugs,
you
I
had
might
something.
get
You're a
locked
professional.
up, right? So it wouldn't be appropriate, or you wouldn't think I'd be a fucking 65-year-old drug dealer because I'm not running away very fast. You understand? What I'm saying to you is,
But I knew
in a certain situation,
I know a 65-year-old.
There might be some 65-year-old.
Yeah, I know so.
Yeah, I'm not even.
There's some drugs there because they got their clientele. They ain't gonna stop selling drugs.
Stupid.
It ain't stupid.
You're
That's
putting
their
yourself the
profession.
harm's
Right.
way,
Because
sir.
the old men
Anyway,
sleep, so they
you
don't
gotta
do
just-
security.
After you did
They
something,
drive so they can stay the fuck awake.
Hey, yo.
They do food
after you
delivery
do
so
something
they
for
can
5
have
years,
contact with
after you do
people.
something for 5 years, I think
Chef,
you're a
chef,
professional.
chef will he will drag you down that
That's
black hole.
Crazy. Hey, y'all, I better not catch my name the rest of the soul quarter and no goddamn Uber talking about she about to get off.
Hey, cousin. Hey, Stacy.
That would be a choice of your nanas if she
I
was
bet
still
you-
around.
I bet you it wouldn't have been.
But you
My
didn't have
dad
no
is
saying.
71 and he still does his job. He fucking loads cars onto the tractor trailer and delivers
We
them.
just seen
Some
our pop
people-
going to his second
And I'm
job just
quite
now.
sure-
He's
His second
62.
job.
I'm quite sure that he's not delivering no fucking meals.
No, he ain't gonna do that.
And on
But
his
my
head,
dad is bougie.
And he doing the old head
But
shit.
my
on his
dad
head.
is
Yeah, he
bougie.
ain't doing a bunch
He ain't
of
doing
shit.
that.
Yeah, he ain't doing
But I
a
can
bunch
see-
of shit.
but I
My
can
dad
see
would
a
be the
60
71-year-old drug dealer before he did any of that shit.
I'm telling you
If
that
you say
a
you're
fucking
okay, my
delivery
dad ain't doing
driver
that.
is not the profession for a 65-year-old.
Yeah, but you can't judge, but you don't know what that man's
I agree,
options
though,
are.
but He might have just
But there are
thought that was
drivers who
safe.
drive Lyft and Uber at that age.
Yeah,
'cause they
Yeah.
enjoy
they
it.
are.
He might have wanted to do that shit for
But
2
you don't
hours
know
out
people-
the
One of
day.
their cars? Have you ever
You
been
don't
in a
know people's
65-year-old
life
Uber driver?
situation.
They the
What's
ones
wrong
that got
with
the
this?
Escalades that's all clean.
I
Yes,
don't
they
know what I'm
do.
saying.
That's them
Yeah,
65. They got it all. They got candy.
Been
They
a
the
fucking
black car
Honda
drivers.
Accord.
Yeah, they got candy
Been a
and
fucking
stuff.
Honda
No,
Accord.
you gotta
Hey.
spend the money to
driving
get them.
slow, taking
Yeah.
on a
Hey,
dumbass
listen.
Them
Honda.
older drivers is the
But
shit.
shout out to my man. Like, hope y'all catch his dumb ass. Lock
The
his stupid
three
ass
dumbass
up.
niggas that
Them
shot
niggas
this
stupid
one
as shit.
old
But
ass
shoot
man.
old head.
Oh yeah.
Leave
Yeah.
old head alone. He shouldn't have been out there. You shouldn't have robbed him. Stop being dickheads out here, man. I told y'all before, y'all gotta stop doing dumbass crimes, man. That shit just
that
a
just
dumbass
irritates
crime. Real
me.
talk,
Dumbass
man.
nigga
Like,
left the gun at
that's
the
just
scene.
stupid
Oh,
shit,
God.
man.
I will say that.
Come on, y'all get it.
So what did y'all just take the car to joyride?
Yo, like, come
They
on.
took it for a
That's some dumbass
joyride.
crimes y'all be out here doing.
Took a car with gyps in it.
Yeah, like, you're a meatball, man. Like,
But
goddamn.
knowing that it's idiots out there,
You know what
don't
I'm
let
saying?
65-year-old ass out there.
Yeah, let's shout out to that. I want to give a special shout out to my man at the store, at the fucking store that shot the robber that tried to come in there
Young boy.
and murk the shit out of him.
Hey.
Because you
He
shouldn't
wasn't
have been
that young,
trying to
but-
rob that pizza store out there, man.
I heard about that.
And that's what the
No.
fuck you get. Yeah, that's what the fuck
Apparently,
you get.
I've been
Two
under a
people
rock.
came in.
Stop doing dumb
guns,
shit.
Trying to rob the pizza store. They start shooting. The pizza
Hey.
store owner got a license to
Hey.
carry. He started
Robber.
shooting.
Yeah, it's
Robber
a-
didn't make
Tagged the
Tagged
fuck
it.
out of him.
Robert
5
did
different
I
that.
mean,
times.
people are
Head,
desperate.
arm.
This is always the time of year where people get desperate, though. And
You know what?
and
But
as
what
time,
happened to the fucking you work doing delivery and you just take some extra stereo equipment off the truck? Motherfuckers really
Right.
just don't have no regard for human life
no,
Yeah.
these
No.
days. Like it's like
No.
you fuck it. I want that. I will. Kill
I will
you
do
for it.
anything for it.
I don't get. That's what
It's
I
a, it's
don't
a
get.
level of desperation out here, and it gets worse, I think, every year as the cost of living continues to go up and people's income doesn't go up.
Definitely.
So people are
about
desperate.
it.
People, you know, people are desperate, and at any age, because we don't
our
know at
point.
what
That's
age
why the
people decided to start
65-year-old
having
nigga is-
kids. He might be 65, but you still might have a 15-year-old at home. You might not have started having kids until late, and some men can have kids until their later
All
years.
men can have
So
kids.
now you have that pressure, and who knows
Yeah,
what
the
that man's
ability
story
to
is and why he had to do what he had to
fulfill
do. But
their deathbed.
people are desperate. People are desperate, and this is the time of year where people are desperate. They want to, you know, celebrate the holidays. Maybe they're going through stuff because even around the holidays, when you lose a family member, psychologically, people don't acknowledge their minds, their mindset or their state of mind when the holidays come around, and
Said
how.
Al Pacino with that $30,000 child support. They ain't even together.
Hey,
See what I'm saying?
Damn.
with that
We're about to
being
start
said-
seeing Al Pacino in a whole lot of more movies.
And with that being
Yeah, but-
said, I want to give a special shout out because I'm a complex man. To them two boys that robbed the McDonald's for 25 grand, you boys was smooth as shit.
Inside job.
About that boys? No, they
inside job.
No,
they
they
caught
caught
them.
Yes,
they
hell
caught
yeah.
him. There probably was.
Hell yeah,
Probably
inside
was.
job.
Inside job.
They say they catch my man out. A nigga was taking a break. The boys ride up. They catch him. He put a code in the door. They come in the back
That's where you
door. They
fucked
grab
up.
the manager, take the manager to the safe, catch the 25,000 out the safe, and then moves clean.
This is why I say
away.
inside job.
Y'all fucked up when y'all put the code
That's why I
in.
say inside
Shouts out
job.
to them boys,
Because
man. Y'all
logically,
think that
you're
shit
not
smooth.
thinking the McDonald's has $25,000 on its premises.
That nigga that was outside, he was the one that set him up. He was on break at the same time. These niggas
Whoever
just
put
happened
the
to
code
roll
in,
up.
no, whoever put the code in
Yeah.
was like, yo, it's 25 G's here.
It was the nigga that was on
now.
break.
Yeah.
Huh?
I remember what it was now. Same with these bank robberies. Motherfuckers going to the bank, withdrawing a lot of money, being followed elsewhere and robbed. That's the teller telling they man, yo,
Oh,
bitch
yeah,
in the
this
first,
nigga just came and took
bitch
out
in the
30.
first
Yeah.
stole diamonds. She just took out.
That
How you
been
get
going
robbed
on. That been
70
going on.
grand
Yeah.
after you just
Yeah.
took it out the
That
bank?
been going on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's an inside job.
That's
One of my
wild as
friends
shit.
was like,
They walk away and tell
one
you,
of
"I'll
my
be
friends
right
was
back."
like,
Hey, I'll
they
be right
followed
back.
them to the bank.
That's
You can
wild as
follow a
shit.
motherfucker to the bank, but you're not gonna know that they're taking out 70,000.
Yeah.
If
You're
you
not just
follow a
looking
nigga
up
to the
that
bank,
day.
No, hell no.
You're not just looking
You
up
know that
every
you
day.
know. Somebody told
Yeah,
you,
it go
you
a
know.
different
It's
way if you
inside. It's
follow
an
the
inside
nigga to
job.
the bank. That shit go a different way.
Hell yeah.
That's too iffy and too
It
tricky.
be smooth. It's
Nah,
smoother if you do it correctly
abso-fucking-lutely
because you
not.
had time to plan.
The fact, cause a nigga gonna be scared to death. But
Because you don't know if they taking out 70,000 or $70.
They- look,
You know
the
that your
teller know.
girlfriend was like, tip, bitch took
Yeah.
out 70 grand a day, nigga.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah. Or
And that was
this
the number that
motherfucker come
made
in
you
here
move.
every week.
Like-
This motherfucker come in here every week and deposit and take out. He come in every week,
Every
deposit
week.
and take out. He come in every
Some
week,
people
deposit,
were
take out.
followed
What?
home. That's my point. Like, how do you even know where they, and not even necessarily followed, they just, I'm on my way in the crib from withdrawing from the bank or to my place of business.
People
and-
talk too much.
Nigga.
You
that
talk too
part
much. You
is-
do everything for the gram or for whatever, but you
Yes.
talk too much. You tell your
Fucking
family
idiots.
members, you
Y'all
tell your
idiots.
girlfriends, you tell your cousins, you talk too
told that
much.
one girl you was
Everybody
trying to
don't need to
impress,
know how
and
much
she
you
done
made,
told
how
her
much you,
fucking scam-ass
yeah.
girlfriend.
When
Yeah.
did people start doing that? I watch niggas like show other niggas they pay stubs and what they balance is and they
Who
fucking
does
joint.
that?
I'm like, yo, we men out here.
What?
Like when men start doing that shit.
Because everybody's
Y'all
trying to
gotta stop
impress
this shit,
somebody.
man. Come on now. I got fucking
Every
be men out here.
Trying to impress somebody.
You know who's being men out here?
Who?
There is a group of men, well, a duo started, Philly Truce, and they started by Steve Pickens and Jared, Grand Agent, formerly Grand Agent. I don't know if he's still rapping Grand Agent, but you know, I went to high school with them.
Okay.
We grew up with them. Actually, one of my best friends is married to Steve.
Okay.
But they were doing this initiative where they did 77 of the worst corners in Philadelphia, leading into the 77 days of the election. They were going to spend some time, I think the hours was 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., or some of them may have been like even longer patrols. In the 77 day, it culminates tonight, I think between 6 and 9 at 3rd and South.
Okay.
At each stop, they was like, this is one of the most 77 dangerous corners in the city. And it was a really good thing to have black men in our city on a peace initiative on some of the most dangerous corners in the city. It was like just out there, just showing
That's crazy. I
the
like to see
community
that.
they supported them, and just kind of like holding the elected officials accountable because a lot of them had to come out.
That's where the change comes from, though. People say, oh, vote, vote, vote. It's not just the vote. It's not just the vote. Like, look at voting and parenting, right? So voting, the vote and the actual vote and who the people we put in place, they're the teachers. We're the students, right? Parenting, you can't expect the teacher to raise your child. Can't expect the school or the teacher to mold your child. As a parent, we have to be held accountable, right? As the voters, as the people in the community, we are those parents. We have to hold ourselves accountable. If more of us did what those men are doing, get out in our communities, because people in our communities respect the people in their communities.
Right.
The drug dealers, the gangbangers, the thugs, the downtrodden. They respect the people that come from where they come from. That if you watch that young man grow up and now he's a millionaire, he come back in that neighborhood, but Miss Ruth still live on the block, and he come in there and tell her why she should vote, and this is this, that, and the third. Now you're changing the mindsets of the people because these people know you.
Right.
you're relatable, and you're a success story. They can see themselves in you. So more people we have to hold ourselves accountable. We can't expect these politicians to create all the change that we need because they don't live where we live. So they're always going to be out of touch with what we need.
It's definitely
we
our
know
fault.
what we need.
It's definitely like
so until we put ourselves in place to do some shit about it, we going to always be under the gun.
To that degree, it's definitely our fault because we
something.
don't really have a sense of community anymore. Like I remember when I grew up.
Nope.
When we grew up, we had neighbors that would tell if you was on the wrong
Tell,
side
beat
of the
you.
street,
Fuck tell, beat you, and
your
then tell your
they
grandmom
knew
and your
mother
mom
said,
dad.
don't go in so and so's house.
Y'all
If your
snitching
neighbor
ass
caught
people
you
better
at
not
the
do that
store,
shit today.
Like we had store, I had a corner store at Fifth and
That's
Poplar.
snitching today.
There's no reason for me to go to the store at 7th and Fairmount. Absolutely none. So if I go to that store and my mom told me don't go to that store,
That is
and
snitching
my
today.
neighbor saw me at that store,
You can get ass beat.
for sure, by her and my mother.
Because I
Like
told
that's
you
the
not to
great.
get here.
There is no community anymore. We don't hold each other accountable. Parents don't do it. The parents are too young. They think it's cute when they be like, "I'm gonna get my mom." Let me tell you, I have a
That's where it started,
36-year-old
the parenting
age
shit.
difference between me and my youngest child. She can't say I'm gonna go get my mom for shit because what?
To do what?
To do what?
What you want to talk?
Sue?
Right, because I'm going to take the
Because first of all,
Politically correct.
I'm already TTG. My mother at 71, like you, that's what you call.
she bout it.
She bout
bout
that
it,
life.
bout it.
And not that I'm not, because there's been times where I got that call and from one of my girlfriends. I was like, all right. And I was in Jersey and I made it all the way up to King's Cafe because fuck that. Somebody was fucking with one of my girlfriends.
I mean, be like
So
that sometimes.
it be like that
Be like that
sometimes. But I imagine my
crazy.
daughter is 12. By the time she 18 and I'm like 50, I'm gonna kill somebody.
I
and
will
gotta
shoot a
come out.
motherfucker in the pinky toe.
You know what
Unless
I'm
you want
saying?
somebody to get shot, don't call me.
Hey,
Look,
I'm
she
gonna
can call
shoot
her
them
Aunt Keita. She can call, and yes, Akiba. That's why I don't carry money either. People always be like, "Excuse me, you got some change? You got that?" I don't
No.
carry cash.
No.
I don't carry shit. I will buy you a hoagie with my access card,
And they don't never want
but
the
I'm not giving you
food.
a motherfucking
don't
thing.
They never want
They
the food.
anyway.
I run into people that want the food. Thank God, because y'all ain't getting nothing else. No, I ain't got no.
They
Cash
never
App, no
want the
Venmo, no
food.
none of that shit. If you got all that shit, you can get a job and get your direct deposit.
Hey, I don't
Put right
give
in that motherfucker.
Man,
There was a homeless guy I used to talk to all the fucking time at 15th and like Arch. He was around that area. And he was saying like how he basically just had a little situation, fell off. He used to plug his phone up in the McDonald's that was at Broad and Arch. And one day, some shit happened. And I know motherfuckers got into a fight. 3 people walked off. They quit. This motherfucker was like, let me fill out the application. Next thing I know, he's working in the McDonald's. He's staying at the shelter right there at Broad and Cherry. So he's working at the McDonald's, staying at the shelter, working at the McDonald's. Before they closed that McDonald's at Broad and Arch, I was wondering whatever happened to him because I know he ended up getting himself out of that hole.
Like Calvin. Moving up like Calvin.
Moving
See
up
that?
like
Look at that.
Calvin.
Look at that all
And
American
he was one
story.
of the people that was like, I would have given him money. I would
Right.
have given him money, but he was like, his thing was like something to eat. Though. I was like, I don't carry cash. He
You
was
know
like,
what pulls on
"That's
my
fine."
heartstrings?
He was like, are you able to get me something to eat? So I used to be like, yeah, fuck it, I'll get you something to eat.
These fucking kids that want to pump your gas.
The fuck out of here. I pump
that
my own
pulls on your
gas.
heartstrings?
Move for
The young ones, not the big ones.
No.
The young ones.
None of that-
It
let
be
me-
8-year-olds.
Fuck away
Fucking
from
little
my
minion.
squirt.
What are you
Like,
doing
set this
out
bitch
here
on
at
fire.
1 o'clock in the morning asking me, can you pump my gas? And you're 8 years old.
Because
Man, get
your
the fuck away
father's
from this
standing
car.
over there in the corner
Red
trying to
Rodney.
figure out if
Man,
they
you
gonna rob
better
me or
get your
not.
little
Rodney.
million ass
I
the
will
fuck
set
out
all
of here.
y'all
away from
motherfuckers
here.
on fire.
I don't let them do it.
Shoot y'all in
I just
your
be like,
face.
no.
Y'all get the
First
fuck
of all,
away
the
from this
gas
car.
pumps itself.
First of all, get the fuck away from this car.
Hit the little thing, it
and
pumps
tell
itself.
everybody to fuck around who with you. Don't come near this motherfucker. Yeah, don't.
But you know what? I had never even thought about that. I never thought about that
Shower.
element.
You're old out there,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah,
Oh,
they be young as shit. And that's why I'm like,
Think
That's
yo,
crazy.
where's your
That
parents?
don't,
Shit,
that
crazy
don't,
out
that
here
don't
in the
touch
world.
my heart.
Like my little straight
Right.
picking up ass, I'll be ready to take the kids home, wash them up,
It
sign
makes
them
me
up for
sick
school.
You
when
know
the
what I don't
adults
like?
do it.
You know what I
Fuck
don't
away
like?
from
None of
me.
that
You know what
shit
I don't
touch
like?
my
I was about to
heartstrings.
say, you know what I don't like? You know what I don't like?
What?
You know what I don't like?
What you don't
I
like?
when grown men as people.
Yo, that
I
burns
never
me
said
the
it, Roz,
fuck
but
up.
that.
That's what I'm
Grown
saying.
man,
I don't like
Be
the
like,
grown
hey,
people.
pump the gas for you.
Pump the gas
No.
If you don't get the fuck away from me.
It pumps
sir.
itself.
No, just in general.
Sis, you want me to get that? Did I ask you to get that?
You could
No.
pump gas, you could go get a regular fucking job.
But where did the windshield wiper people go? I appreciate them. Where the fuck did they go?
Yeah, where
I don't
did
need
they
you
go?
pump my glass. But I don't need you pump my gas, but I do need you clean my glass. See all these bugs on here,
Bugs
bitch?
on my shit.
Where the
Help me out.
squeegees go?
Help me out, man.
The fuck?
Make
Where
yourself
they
useful.
go?
I don't need you to pump this gas.
That's at the end of, kind of off the camera.
That's a
off
little
the-
I
good
don't
little
need
side
you to
job.
pump
I
that
appreciate
fucking
Jack.
gas.
Put a
Like,
little love in my window.
I don't give him shit though. I don't give
Put a
him
little
none
love
of
in my window. Don't spit on my glass
What?
though. Now you done fucked up. I done had people do.
Yeah, I don't
Don't
like
fucking
none of
spit
that
on my
shit.
glass.
You know what else I
Don't
don't
ask
like?
me for no money.
You know what else I
I'm
don't
giving you
like?
shit.
What you don't like?
You know what else I don't like?
What you
What?
don't like?
Whole families doing that shit together. The
Nigga,
whole
get
family.
your babies
If
out
you
the
don't get
Out the
your
middle of the
that fucking
street.
stroller with the sign.
The little
Get
Muslim
your
lady
fucking
that
baby
be
out the
standing,
stroller.
first of all, the Muslim lady that be standing in the middle of the street right
With
there
the
at
stroller
Fairmount
baby.
Park
With the
and
stroller
Belmont,
baby.
and the husband is on the curb.
Hey, listen.
Why is she
He on the curb.
Why is she in the street, sir?
Why they be working different corners? They be at
That's
City
wild.
No,
Ave.
listen.
There's
They
an
got-
easier
they
way
got
for
a
y'all to
car.
make
I bet you
money,
they.
though.
I bet you they live in a mansion.
Inside scoop.
They got.
I bet you they live in a nice ass
You know
crib.
that niggas plan they day by like it's been rumbles over the spot, nigga. Like don't be here, nigga. You know this
Wow,
where I be.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
What? That's some niggas 9 to 5. Listen,
Yes. I
real,
believe
real
it.
shit. Real shit. I was homeless and I know a nigga who wasn't homeless, but that's how he paid his rent. Like it was a whole thing and everything. The nigga
That's
would
crazy.
finish-
Oh, people really
the nigga
do
would
this shit.
finish his shift and go home.
Wow,
Yo,
that's crazy.
bro.
Yeah, people do that
That's
shit.
crazy.
That, bro.
People do that
I'm
shit.
not-
That's
I'm
why I
not-
really
I'm
be
not even
skeptical
being
about giving
facetious.
anything to
That's a
anybody.
fact.
I don't think women should be out there being homeless though. I think it's a better way for them. They shouldn't be begging nobody
First of
for
all-
no
Bro,
money.
you know what I found
It's an
out about
easier
that,
way
bro?
for them to
You
get
know what
money.
You know what I found out about
What?
the homeless woman?
Yeah, I don't get them
And
shit.
I don't care what nobody
It's definitely
say,
an
and
easier
I
way
can
for them
say
to get
what I
money.
want, but
What, they got a
I'm
man
out
pimping
there-
them on the
Come
track?
on, come on, man. They can get money easier than anybody.
More homeless, and that's why I'm about to tell you something that you'll take it however you want.
We
but
get
I'm
more
telling you this as a
resources.
fact. A homeless woman is more likely homeless by choice.
Yeah.
By choice, yeah.
That's for
I saw a
sure.
statistic
Like
on
a
that.
homeless
Yeah.
nigga,
I
like
saw-
a
I
homeless
saw a
man,
statistic on
is
that.
more likely to be homeless because everything just didn't work.
Yes, and I
A
believe that.
homeless woman is statistically more likely, if she's homeless,
Why?
homeless by choice.
Why?
I'm gonna tell you one reason
Why?
why.
It's not always
not
true,
always
Why?
true, but let me tell
but
you one reason
Why?
why.
it's probably the majority. Because I was homeless
Number
before. It
one
wasn't by
reason
choice,
why.
No,
but
I'm gonna tell you one
It's the
reason
number
why.
one reason.
If
why
you
I
if you're
started
having a
it
housing issue and you're a woman, and
because
especially
women,
got
most
more
of us, we have a lot of resources for us,
right,
that men
There's
are
more
not
ways
always
for a
privy
woman
to,
to not be
especially if we
homeless.
have children.
I'm more
So
simplistic than that.
when
I
we
know all
go
that.
into a shelter,
you'll get a house.
we're
first,
gonna
you'll
get a voucher for housing before we leave.
Yep.
A lot of men shelters don't have those programs
Nope.
in place.
There's only
they
two
don't,
genders.
There ain't a lot of
but they don't have
I
those
mean, that's
resources.
debatable in 2022.
They don't have those
That's
resources
all.
for men.
It's not
There ain't a
debatable, but
lot
it's
of
debatable.
men's
We're not gonna
shelters.
touch that
There
right
ain't a
now.
lot of men's shelters. If you know,
And it's not a lot of men shelters.
There
and their
aren't
family
a lot
shelters,
of
but they're not
shelters,
a lot
period,
of men's
anymore.
shelters.
There aren't a lot of shelters.
Think about the
anymore.
single men who raising their children but can't find a shelter to
Oh,
go
if
to
you don't
because
got
a
a
lot
kid,
of
wait. If you
shelters
don't got
are
a
for
kid-
women and children,
For women
Hey,
and
I
not
say
men
all
and
this,
children.
why I
For
said
men and
this.
children.
This is why I don't.
If you don't got a kid, you're
That's
hit.
why
I don't really get on
statistically
homeless
women
people like-
shouldn't be homeless because there's
And
so
that's
many
all I
other
said.
resources
I
out
started
there.
it with majority. There's circumstances for everything.
It's so
And
simplistic,
technically,
There's a
nobody
real
really
statistic
picks
on
to be
that.
homeless, but
Right.
you can pick to stay homeless.
Facts.
Is what the survey was, because more women are afforded
coochie.
opportunities. I'm even on to the point where
Fuck y'all talking
I'm
about
talking
all
about
this
even
other
to the
shit.
point where
Nigga, they
if
got
me
no
and Nelly
pussy.
are standing
It's the oldest
together or we
profession
sitting somewhere
on the
homeless,
planet.
somebody
They can
is more
sell
prone to
that
come up
shit
and
whenever
talk
the
to
fuck
you
they want.
about whatever they're talking about. They're gonna
We
talk
can't
to
sell
her. They're not
this.
even gonna talk to you.
Niggas can't sell that shit like that.
Niggas can't sell it, but there is
can't sell it like
into
that.
the hobosexual who has a place
Hey.
to stay because
Yeah.
he's dicking somebody.
Giving up
down
that
the
You gotta
road.
booty.
degrade
So-
yourself,
so
though.
don't
You gotta go
say-
like you gotta do
so
something
don't
you really
say-
don't
That
wanna
ain't
do.
feasible.
You gotta do something
Yeah,
you
that
really
ain't a
don't want to
feasible
do.
thing, and that ain't
You
normal,
gotta either do
and
something
that
you don't
ain't
want to do
right.
or be a real homosexual and be at a different chick house every other night. They out there.
That don't
Those
work
dudes
like
is
that
out
though. It's
there.
not as easy for
Listen,
women. Women,
listen,
come on
women
now.
could do that.
Come on, yo,
Because
stop.
when
men
the chick,
do
when the chick,
that.
no,
They
listen.
do that, but women can do that anywhere. A woman can take her.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Women can hop on the road.
Again, while we're saying women,
And go to
Women-
California and be homeless and not be
Listen, I ain't
homeless
gonna
in
hold
2
you. I
months.
women, that's again why we're saying women are more majority
I went
homeless by
downtown a
choice.
couple weeks ago.
Because we can sell pussy and get ourselves out of a predicament. We can get the rent. No, we're rent.
Just relying on the power of
You
being
a
a woman.
girl.
No, you still selling
I
pussy.
was still
You
talking
a
about
girl.
resources. No, whoa.
No, but he said pussy,
He
so
was.
I'm.
Yes,
did,
I
but
Because the
did.
broad
He
don't
brought
even
it up.
gotta sell no pussy. It's geared for her
It's
to
geared
get
for her
help.
to get help.
And then yeah, nigga, that's a choice.
In a whole
Because
bunch of
she's too
ways.
lazy to
Shit,
take the help.
even WIC is women, infants, and children. Like, can a
It ain't
dad
no
go
men.
get
It
WIC?
ain't no men. It ain't no men.
I was about to say DRC.
That's why I ain't
There
saying.
you go. There you go. Pause.
That's why I ain't saying.
Let's say fathers. Ain't no fic. Fathers, infants, and children.
Wasn't saying the other one.
I'm about to say it's definitely some dick.
As soon as I said it, I'm like, dads, infants, that's dick. I don't know.
It's a fucking double. It's a double entendre.
It's always been a double standard.
And dick, you need a
You're
both.
right, because when I went out of town a couple weeks ago, my mom stayed out at my house to help take care of my kids, and when I came back, she was like, "I need one more night," and I was like, "Well, where am I supposed to stay?" Like, she gonna say, "Call one of your friends." Nigga, what? I was like, so I'm supposed to just call a nigga like, "Hey, what you
But
doing?"
you
tonight?"
could.
And guess what?
What you
You
doing tonight?
could.
But you could.
And
You
she
can
knows
call a
it.
nigga you ain't talked to in
That's
a year.
what-
No, you can
Because
call
you
any
know
nigga. No, you can call any nigga.
Anybody.
Any
And you
nigga.
know it. And
That
that's
school was
cool.
fucked up. My
A nigga-
mom know that. My mom was
Cause
like,
she done called the nigga.
Yeah, she done been in
Her
your
mama
life.
told her, hey, you can't come home
She
tonight.
done-
You better go do
hey,
something.
she done been in your shoes.
Mr. Harold
Yeah.
got the call.
Yeah. Yeah. All niggas can't
Not
do
Mr.
that.
Harold
Niggas get
done got
shot
the
down. Chicken be like, nah,
Niggas
you
call,
can't
we
come
be
over
calling
here
in,
tonight.
nigga. We just be calling.
Yeah, yeah.
Cause it's weird for a nigga to want to have somewhere to stay. God
you
forbid, I
fishing.
need somewhere to sleep tonight.
Yeah.
Where would you go and stay? Apparently nowhere. I called you. I don't have.
Yeah.
I said it in the description. People don't understand. In the paragraph, the first line of the paragraph is the subject. Hey, what's going on with you? Kind of fucked up tonight. I didn't know where to stay. Was wondering if I come crash with you. Don't fucking ask me, well, where would you go and stay? Well, where would you do? Nowhere, motherfucker. I didn't have nowhere to stay.
You ask motherfucker, can I stay? He
It's
talking
the
about where was you
subject
gonna
line.
stay? Fuck you mean where was I gonna stay?
Hopefully with you. The fuck?
Hopefully. I don't know.
"Oh my
me.
god."
I guess not.
Guess
I'm
not
just
now.
putting it
Call
out
you
there.
later. Yeah.
I'm just putting it out
Hey,
there.
look.
Goddamn.
This is a nigga needing somewhere to stay.
That's what he do.
Hello. I was wondering what you was doing tonight. And we gotta bring shit.
You better bring some shit. You
Y'all
better
don't gotta
feed
bring
me.
nothing. Y'all don't gotta bring nothing.
Goddamn right, I'm bringing enough.
I'm
Nothing.
about to say,
Cause I already know you gonna be trying to rub on me by the time I go to sleep.
But if I assume we fucking, I'm wrong.
I want to sleep on the couch. I ain't got to sleep
let me
in
just
you,
start
baby.
by saying,
You better fucking
let
bring
me
something.
let
I
me
need some chicken wings.
listen.
If
Let
we
me
not
just start
fucking, you
by
better bring some
saying,
noodles or something.
if a woman is calling you to stay at your house and you have a level of intimacy established already, that's why she's calling you.
Yeah, it's implied consent, ladies.
That ain't the only niggas y'all call.
That's
No.
implied
Nigga, we gonna
consent.
sleep on the couch.
So if you
know
call
you're
him
not
in,
Jimmy.
I
You know
said,
you're not fucking
you better know he
said
assumes
if
that
you
y'all are
already have
fucking.
established a level of
nigga getting some
intimacy.
You don't even need a level of intimacy.
No.
She calling
No,
you
it
at a
do.
certain
No,
time.
any
no,
nigga.
Depending on what
I
time.
said for that. Well,
Yeah,
if we
depending on
know,
what time.
like there is no, if I gotta bring shit, I better be getting something. Like,
Right.
well, that's why we calling you.
Right.
You won
Right.
tonight.
Right.
Right.
I won.
You won,
Right.
nigga.
Oh, and that phone call
You
different.
won.
Because she don't ask if she can stay. She be like, what
You
you
the
doing?
winner.
Yeah, no.
Fine.
And I'm on my way, so order something so by the time I get there, I can have
And
something.
what's there when you get there?
Yeah.
Food.
Like a motherfucker. You
Goddamn
gotta be
right.
fucked up. If you call right. Now,
Feed
if you
me.
Call right.
Feed me.
Now, if you call right.
Cause I got my pen and night
shit, I
bag.
already know. We
My
not gonna
pen
do
and
that.
night bag is
If you
packed.
call right, hey, if you say, hey, I was on my way over, bitch, it's pizza and wings and
You know what that
Something
reminds me of?
Chinese, something.
So, Chef, you know how a couple weeks ago on y'all show you said, I rise. I can't see you riding around listening to the City Girls.
Oh shit.
What?
City Girls dropped. City Girls dropped the album.
What?
You love it?
That's
love it?
my
What were you
shit.
listening to for 2 weeks?
She got me listening to fucking City Girls every time we ride up here. Hey, listen.
So the new
listen.
album is nice.
Hey,
I'm gonna
listen.
download it to my
Got some
Spotify.
beats.
I ain't gonna
And
hold
they're
you.
the first of all, the first track is called Raw, and basically it's them just talking.
Man, them bitches
They're like, if you expected some bars,
Listen, they tell you straight up.
we
Don't
ain't
look
J.
for
Cole.
bars
They
and
was
all
like,
that
he
shit
even
on
know
here.
nobody's perfect. They like,
They
you
tell you
looking for
straight
this,
up.
that.
Talk about this.
They tell you, they say is yes, is scamming, is
Talk about
pussy
this
rap.
pussy.
They're fucking what, 26?
Yeah.
But
I love them bitches.
Shout out to Carisha.
Them bitches talking about exactly
just
what
takes
they
me
say.
back
They talking about.
to 2001, 2002, when I was 26.
Hey yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo.
If I had that,
They
when I
make
was
you feel
26,
youthful.
No. It's
No,
not that they
it's-
make you feel youthful. I can relate to being that age and that music
Youthful.
right there. Like I'm
Okay,
not
right.
going. No, I'm not going to fucking.
But
sit
not
and
only-
wait
No,
for
but I'm
only people
saying
shit
like
to
it
happen.
takes you to a
Yeah,
place in your mind where
Yeah,
you
that's
were
why you like
useful.
it, nigga. You
That-
remember
Cause
them
it's
kind
like,
of
oh,
bitches
shit,
when we was
okay.
their age.
that shit
I
take
was
me to
once-
tomorrow,
They got
nigga. Don't
some
come to me
banging-
with
I'm
no
46.
bullshit.
That bitch would kill me right now.
For exactly what
I
they
love
say
them.
at the beginning of that joint, they give you the
You gotta
disclosure.
respect them.
Like
Yeah, you gotta
I
respect
respect
them.
what they doing. Like fuck, they
gotta
telling you
respect them.
we ain't rapping out here for no awards and all that shit. We rapping for the fucking hood ass bitches, the scammers,
They say
the
that.
dick
Them
suckers,
bitches exist.
the bitches that's doing it. And listen,
Crack
God
they
damn
giving
it,
them a
if-
voice.
If that shoe fits you,
But
then you
these
need to
bitches
go
is
get
winning.
This, download this fucking album.
You know what? It's
You
not
need
even
to
that
go
it's
get
when
that
they're
shit.
winning.
Fact. No, they
It's
not
not even
winning.
that they're
Not
winning.
the
This
guys.
is their time.
Yeah,
This
that
is,
shit.
They're not
this
talking
is
to the
their
guys. They
time.
talking
If
to the
you
bitches.
are
It's popping for them.
20 to
It's definitely what's
27
popping for them.
and you are of that
I would even say
social
30 because
media-
some people are
Them
just
to
beats
so.
30. All right, yes. Like
fucking
if you,
I would even say
I'm gonna
30.
say if you're like 20 to 35,
Yeah,
and you're
If
and
you're
you're of
35
the,
and you riding with
no, not riding with, but this is your era. You
If
grew up
you
in the
down
social
Miami,
media
this is
area.
what
Yeah.
you listening to.
9
now,
times
Miami.
out of
You
10,
down
your
that joint.
parent is only 15 to 25 years older than you.
Yeah.
maximum 25.
Yes.
So
So
you've
you
al-
right, maximum a
so you-
dub.
so
So
you've,
they best friends.
They
So
listening
you
to the
that,
same shit.
that's my
Yeah.
broke best friend. I be telling my daughter, bitch, you is not my broke best
None of
friend.
my kids ain't my friend.
First of all, you're not broke. Second of all, you're not my best friend. You know who my best friends are. No,
None of my
you are
kids
my
ain't my
daughter.
friend.
Right.
You're always gonna be my daughter.
I don't give a fuck how that sound. They all know,
I'm
love
not
y'all,
doing
but
that.
hey, all my
Like
kids
at
ain't none of
12,
y'all
you
my
ain't my
friend.
broke nothing.
Now I do call my daughter my broke best friend only
don't
because
like
she's
it.
always in my pocket. She's always in my pocket.
My
So
Like,
kids know.
we
I'm gonna tell you
are
how to get to a
close.
dollar.
But now
Gotta
here's the
get to
thing: my kids know I'm not their friend. I'm not your friend.
Right.
My oldest is 25. My
too.
oldest that I raised is 28. And my son is 19, and my youngest is 16, about to be 17 in a couple weeks. I'm not your friend.
Exactly.
Now I'm down to earth.
I might be the cool mom.
There you go. I'm down to earth. You know what I mean?
Gentle
I have
parenting ain't
I
no
have
I'm
had
the one,
su-
though, in real
I've
life.
had
know
super
I'm
light.
over.
No, I am. I'm the one that they know going like majority take they back.
I feel like that's a dad thing.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a dad thing.
Because of the
Definitely
situation, you know,
dad.
because I
Like-
ain't like permanently in it, like they, you know, them
That's
little
a bad-
motherfuckers.
You gotta be the.
Yeah,
You just gotta
like,
be the
you can't
listening
really do
ear,
the
kind of.
disciplinarian.
You gotta be the listening ear.
You can't. One
Yeah.
arm is behind, you know what I mean? When
Right.
they come to me, when they finally come around to me, it's like, nigga.
That's how it is with all my kids. I'm the disciplinarian. I'm the fun mom, but don't get it twisted.
Yeah,
I am.
I'm not the,
I am. You ever watch Loki? I am he who remains. The Lord
shit.
giveth,
And the Lord taketh away.
We just got
Damn
finished
sure.
watching
I
that
am
shit.
good for that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
My kids know they're spoiled, and I be telling people ain't nothing wrong with my kids being spoiled.
Now the thing I
No,
do
there's nothing
have-
wrong with spoiling your kids if they
But,
deserve it.
But all this,
And if
the
I
thing
have
do
the means
is
to
that
do it.
unspoken respect.
Right.
Mhm.
I got that. I do have that. Like
Wow.
they know
Yeah.
like it's a preface.
Yeah, I have a great relationship with all
You
my
can
kids.
get like you can get there.
So,
Because it's phases.
well,
you know
tomorrow
what I
the
mean?
kids don't have school, so take
Oh,
your kids
bastards.
to the polls and teach them the voting process.
Let's go.
Show them that you're being a productive member of society.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shout
Tune in
out
in
to
about
my-
an hour. Tunnel
my
Bangers Radio will
oldest
be
son.
up.
It's
Your
his
oldest son?
birthday.
Oh, Scorpio
Happy birthday
season.
to the
Happy
noble
birthday.
Karan, my boy. I see you later, kid.
I forgot your son.
Yeah, he just turned 26.
26.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, 27. I think he's
94?
27.
Look, you old as
94,
shit. You
right?
No,
probably
96.
Calling, you probably
96.
calling them the wrong name.
26.
27.
You
27.
calling them the wrong
27.
name and shit.
Never.
You like, you call it, I mean, what you call it.
Let me
No.
I
tell
like to
you.
say,
I do that
I know
sometimes.
you do.
I only got three.
I got 3 kids.
And
It's
only
crazy.
one is a girl, so how I fuck that up? I do
You be
all the
doing
time.
it. You be doing it. You done called them
I
girls
call
a
her by
boy
my
all the
sister's
time.
name.
I know you did.
I
You
just
called
call
them
my
your
sister's
son
name.
name. You said it. I know you did.
I slip up and come. I be like, nigga.
No, you didn't. And you done called that boy one of his sister's name or both of them, and on several occasions.
Yeah,
You be like,
goddamn it.
God,
Child
God,
number
it's
2,
crazy.
come get your ass over
and
here.
I
I
seen your
separate
kids, they
them.
all look alike, so I know you don't be remembering all the time. So,
All right, y'all. Two. Play
now
some
it's time
music.
to say goodbye.
Hey, we
To
say
all our
Yes, we're
Negro
gonna say goodbye. We're gonna
friends.
introduce Chef to the City Girls.
Yeah.